October is over, and in today's video I'll show you how my month went on Sorare, how much we earned in terms of money, essence, cards and etc. Let's go through everything and also talk about all my new signings this month and all the outgoings, because I made some huge gallery changes which I also want to go through and also explain why I made some very interesting changes, switching around with scarcities and etc. So we'll go into all the good stuff, and if you are brand new to this game, remember to sign up using an affiliate link, and if you want to use mine, that is much appreciated. You'll get 50 euros after buying 5 cards. It will be first in description. And now let's start off with the 1st of October, where we had our first game week that month, and as you can scroll down, we got a pretty good tier card. Tier 3, I think this was Zakaria or James Rodriguez, which was very good. All of these guys did very well, 441 points, and as we scroll down we didn't get anything else, although we had a very good performance here as well. So very happy with this game week. I normally don't expect too much when there are midweeks, but this was very good. And moving on to the weekend with club football, where we had this team right here bringing home 94 euros, which is of course also very nice. So my main theme throughout the start of October was a winning in champion in season 1. That was my main goal, having one very strong lineup. And if we go up to game week 16, we can see here that we won our first competition of the season with these guys. It was international midweek, and yeah, the players performed to say the least. My Norwegian boys also delivered, which is of course fantastic. So I think we got James Rodriguez also some weeks earlier, so that was just perfect, and very happy with this team to say the least. And also this was like mainly what actually made October such a great month for me on Sorare, so very pleased with that. And also now we can see that the performances just went downhill to say the least. We didn't get anything in game week 17, nothing in game week 18, and also nothing in game week 19, where we had some teams but no team performed extraordinary. This team right here is so unlucky not to get anything. We have talked about this team earlier. And also game week 20, nothing here unfortunately, and also game week 21, nothing here. Very unlucky here with Alex Remiro and Naif Aguirre, and also maybe a bad choice by me, but very unexpected of them to not keep a clean sheet. The rest of the guys did very well. And also if we go now to the last game week, it was midweek and we were 7 points away from cash. So we have been very close. But we haven't managed to hit anything in the past couple of game weeks. So therefore we needed to change things up. And I want to show you the current weekend's lineups, because it isn't going too well to say the least. But overall, before we go into all the new signings and all my gallery changes, I think I've made about 1,300 euros. And of course you need to keep in mind that I've made some losses on purchase that have gone down in value and also earned some money. So this isn't of course exactly what I've earned or maybe lost. I don't think I've lost this month because I haven't made huge investments in terms of buying and selling and the price difference being bad. But yeah, let's go through the signings. We have also gotten some more essence, and also we have also gotten some more cards into the gallery, which is of course something you love to see. And of course the essence change has happened this month. That has made a huge impact to my gallery. I have sold some important players, and I've also reinvested the money into other players. And first of all, we have gone a little bit back into limited. As you can see here, we have bought a lot of new limited players for the collection to glory, and also for the 10 euros to 1000 euro series, and also Kylian Mbappe to glory. So if we scroll down here, we have a lot of new players in the gallery, and a lot of the old players have been sold. And one of the main reasons we have done it is because I had a lot of money into this game, and if we go back to the start of October, or the game week here in, I think this is the right one, yeah, we had over 30 lineups out there, and like in almost every single game week we only got rewards from 1 or 2 teams. So it wasn't like it wasn't necessarily to have so many lineups here, and as you can see here, a lot of them are hidden. Like, look at all these teams we had out there in different in-season competitions, and it didn't pay out to say the least. So therefore we have switched up completely here. As you can see, I bought a lot of new players. So we have now moved from having over 30 lineups to having, if we go to this game week, to having around, I think we have now around 10 to 12 good lineups out now each week when there is a weekend game week. As you can see here, we have one in-season lineup here, and then we have of course these guys, Collection to Glory players, which I'm actually looking to get sold soon, and also this team right here. We can see and check if Chris Wood have scored again. No, he got also clearance of the line. Wow, he is incredible, Chris Wood, what a player he is. And unfortunately I didn't have him in any of my priority lineups, so I have this team right here, but this is not the in-season team. So currently we have only one in-season team, and then we have two in-season teams. So we don't know if we are going to win something yet this weekend, because I'm filming this late on a Saturday. So it will depend. This week will be successful if this team wins something. That is what I always tell myself. If my Champ Division 1 team wins me cash, it will be a successful game week. If it doesn't, it won't be successful, because my whole in-season gallery is built around this Champ in-season team. And also we have my Manchester United boys. Now we also have Jose Sa as the player that can line them up together. And also with the appointment of Amorim, I think this could look very, very good for the future. So therefore my Manchester United boys are still with me in terms of me having them in the gallery. They haven't gone anywhere yet. This team, yeah, this hurts a lot, because Lukasz Skorupski with a DNP. This is very, very unfortunate to say the least, but we will move on from there. This hasn't anything to do, because of course I took a gamble here with Skorupski. He tends to get a lot of rotation minutes here and there, Ravaglia, so therefore it wasn't that big of a surprise. But Chris Wood doing what he always does, a little bit annoyed about that one. But if we scroll down here, we have bought some new players, so this will be the third in-season team. This won't count because, like, as you can see here, this was one of the in-season teams and this was one of the other teams, so therefore it doesn't make sense to count them in, because in reality I knew I was only able to have one starter in-season team. So therefore this will count as 3, 4, where we have some limited teams. Unfortunately these teams will not win me anything most likely, and then we have 4 or 3 most likely. And the annoying part is that all of these guys I've purchased now in have had insane performances over the past couple of weeks, and the moment they join my gallery, first game week, no one has gotten a decisive yet. So hopefully that changes. And of course it's also early time, so I'm not expecting a fast return. Of course I'm hoping to get a fast return, but they haven't performed yet for me. And also this team right here, the gallery and like all the things around Manchester United will just be more and more important in the coming game weeks, because my gallery is now built around these guys in Classic solely. I have 2 Premier League, or 1 now Champ and 1 Premier League Classic season lineup, which is just a combined 11 of Manchester United players with an additional goalkeeper like Jose Sa or Johnson, depending on who is starting. So that is also something that I think is a little bit underrated, something that I think is very, very fun to do, and hopefully if they keep on performing, it will be even more entertaining for me to have this type of strategy in the Classic season. And also moving forward, because overall the month haven't been successful for me. Like, believe it or not, I've won the competition, yeah, that was fantastic, but that was in international competition, that was a lot of luck. Besides that, we have almost won nothing. So therefore we need to target these international fixtures, because Manchester United are currently, or they are going to have one of the best fixtures they can dream of. So my plan now is to just make a ton of research for this fixture, specifically against PAOK, where there is a 56% clean sheet probability. And if you watch Manchester United and if you have them on Sorare, you know that like in the past couple of years, Manchester United, or the past couple of 2 seasons, Manchester United have never been over 50% clean sheet probability. And I can promise you that, because Manchester United never keeps clean sheets. Although they have kept surprisingly many clean sheets so far this season, but they are almost very, very low down when it comes to the percentages here of them keeping a clean sheet. So here we can go for Onana. And now, of course, one thing that is a little bit good and are helping this out is that most likely Diogo Dalot will play, because he's the only real back option we have. Of course, Sorare may play, and then Dalot gets rotated with, for example, Lindelöf, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So we could go for something like that. Bruno Fernandes will most likely play every single match, so he will be there. And in the attacking position, I think it's very, very hard to predict, because I'm not sure at all. Like, it could be Alejandro Garnacho and it also could be Marcus Rashford. to be the striker and forward in this team. But to be 100% honest, I have no idea who is going to start. So that will be a very, very hard decision for me to make. Let's say we'll go for Alejandro Garnacho. That is a good option. And then we have an extra player, and hopefully that will be a Manchester United player that you can predict that will start the match. Because I think it will be very, very hard. So that is something that we want to look forward to, because Manchester United are in the Europa League, which isn't as good as Champions League. We needed to utilize these types of game weeks, so very, very excited about the future. And overall, pretty happy with October, but in terms of club football, my teams have disappointed a lot. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll of course catch you in the next one. Bye bye and take care. Peace.